Hey guys, nothing special to talk about. Just had a free moment. Thought I would give a quick little update on Animal Farm. And for all intents and purposes, it's all good news. Let's dig in. All right, guys, welcome back to the Crypto Wave. I just want to do a quick update because I had a free moment. In reality, what I was looking or what I wanted to talk about is this bad boy right here. The price of pigs and even dogs has gone up a little bit, but pigs significantly. So what the heck does it mean? Where do I think this is going, and why is it going up? Well, first of all, I think it's going up because we have Piggy Plinko coming on pretty soon. I think all the marketing push that Forex and his team has been doing, I think is starting to play a part in regards to people getting into the system. And also, anytime you see bullish charts such as this, let's go back instead of 15 minutes, go to like a 4-hour chart. Anytime you see a bottom out like this, down at that 54, well, actually the ultimate low was down here about 51, but it spiked up, it came back down again, and now we've kind of had this organic growth. And by organic, I mean we've had decent buy candles, and then we've also had these, these bit of downtrends where it's balancing itself out. You had a pretty steep sell-off here, but in reality, hold on one sec. Sorry, I just had to close the door so it wasn't so loud in here. But you're seeing this kind of organic growth. What you typically is frightful to see, these big, gigantic green candles like you see right here back on the 23rd. Because there was no correction to it, so to speak. So anytime you see these big, gigantic candles that come up, there's a lot of hype. And then you have to worry about something exactly like this, which is this kind of consistent downtrend to where it gets back to a pretty decent support level. Now, if you look over here, you're not actually seeing that. You are seeing some pretty decent candles. For instance, you saw some candles here and it had a little bit of a correction, which is fine. You want people to sell and kind of take a bit of profit. And then you're seeing this upward trend here. You did have a bit of a correction here where these 3 candles here where it corrected down and then bought back up again. Now, this will probably level off and dip back down, but all of this slow growth is really, really healthy for it. And then you got to go back in time. You see this big sell-off right here. So you got to imagine people were selling right about this mark on the last time and down. And this was at about the 67 mark. And if you come over here, you can see at that 67 mark, there was some more sellers on there, but it got eaten up and came right back up again. Then you had a little bit of more selling at that 72 mark. And now here we sit up in that 72.83 mark. So these are, in my opinion, this is really, really good. I think it's coming from the hype of Plinko. I think it's also coming from the hype that he's produced, that Forex and his team has produced in regards to marketing. There's a ton of marketing going on out there right now trying to promote this and try and bring people in. And we're seeing that if you come over here, 14,243 on the pig addresses. And the last time we checked, we were at 14,212. In fact, let's update this. What day is the 21st? 21st right here. 14 was it 232? Is that what we said? 14,243. The other thing is you're starting to see some injections. There was an injection back here unannounced back on the 18th, which actually boosted up that pig USD treasury, which is really, really good. But look at the difference here. So we're at 72.83, 72.83. So within a couple of days, we've gone up almost $10 in just a couple of days, which is huge in my opinion. And it's slow and steady, which is exactly what you want. Where am I at? 53.41. So we're still the same. I haven't done any compounding or anything recently. Oops, 53.41. 1339, which is good. I'll take that. Trade volume 112. 0.05, which is decent. So it's actually doubled from the last couple of days here. The treasury is actually up because he did do that injection. So we're at 742.811. 742.811. Because we were down in the 600s over here. I apologize. I forgot to grab the value down here when I was doing on the 16th. But that volume is starting to come down, which is fine because that's honestly what we anticipate. You know what I mean? 186.07. But what we're looking for is this volume to start going up when Piggy Plinko comes. So the BUSD treasure is the main driver in regards to the pigs per day equation. So total supply of pigs, let's see where we're at, 393,704. And total locked up, which actually I would like to 352,861. 352,861. So we're sitting at almost 90% locked up. You know what I need to do is I need to add a column over here to show pigs circulating. Oops, might help if I spelled it right. And the reason being is just like we want to know how much is being locked up, which is almost 90%. That means, I mean, I'm just going to guesstimate right now. It's about a 10% circulating supply, which is not a lot. And so what we end up seeing is when you only have 10% circulating, that's what's going to start influencing this. Excuse me. People start coming in and buying, and all that's circulating is 10%. It's going to impact this price significantly, which is why it's really good to have these pigs locked up. And within the lockup, as you guys know, you're only allowed to withdraw 2% a day. So that 2% a day with only 10% locked up, that is what's going to drive this price. Price of pigs 92? No. It was supposed to be 72. Right? Oh, I messed up. I'm down here. 72. So that 10% is huge in regards to price impact and such. So you have more wallets holding it, more being locked up, less circulating. So when people do buy, that price impact is a lot greater. And we show that in the proof right here. We show that. So where do I think this is going? Well, to be honest with you, we all know how it goes. And keep in mind, when Piggy Plinko does launch, you are probably going to see a dip. That 10% that is out there and is not locked up, people may be selling these hypes. So up to Piggy Plinko, you may see this kind of keep climbing up. But it is eventually going to cool itself off. And that cool off may happen when the actual announcement date is made, or, there's a lot of factors that might play a part in it. However, with that being said, I'm bullish on pigs in general. Because again, holding pigs gets you revenue. That revenue comes in the form of BUSD, and this BUSD volt should hopefully start increasing as that Piggy Plinko comes on board. Dogs, on the other hand, let's go back over here. It has also, let's go to the 4-hour chart. It's also had a so you did hit this bottom here. Now this, I don't think a ton of people are buying dogs. There probably is quite a bit of purchasing of dogs, but I think what this is, where this very slow incline is, one, the popularity of Animal Farm as a whole, but also what I think it's boiling down to is if you go to the farms, I think where that's coming from is this dynamic emission rate. We're on the deflationary cycle, and when we look at the deflationary cycle, I think that is more inclined of why we're seeing a very slow increase, because the demand of the people who want to buy, with less being emitted, it's doing exactly what it's supposed to do, which is this slow and steady incline until it rises in price enough to where more emissions start occurring. So with that being said, I don't have a whole lot more to do on top of that. I really just want to talk about the price action. I want to talk about the positivity. Circulating supply is huge. I'll update my spreadsheet so it starts calculating what's remaining of the circulating supply. In fact, I probably won't do it as a percentage. I'll probably do it as the actual... no, maybe I'll do it a percentage. Because in my opinion, that is the biggest factor. So right now we were down just below 6 cents. We're now just above 6 cents per pigs per day. And again, imagine getting this up to, let's say it just even gets up to 50 cents per pigs per day. That would have to be a significant amount over here. But it is doable, and it's all dependent on the revenue, what is generated from the platform and from the utilities that are going to be coming from it. While we're here, we might as well finish updating everything else here. So 1743.905, 1743.905. And how much is locked up? Let's go over here, 888.389. And this is big. Yeah, it's still hovering right around that 50%, which is totally fine. Again, dogs is going to be one of the main things. Whoops, wrong one. 13,591. 13,591. So again, still going up. Dogs is one of those ones that majority of people are going to be taking profit on. I mean, because it is the farm token. Although, you know, you can technically play this dogs a different way by farming dogs and then throwing it over here into this dog pound, because this dog pound is actually going to help you generate B&B, as well as the auto compound will help you generate LP and pigs. But a lot of people, I don't think, go that route. I think some of them are probably depositing it in here, while some of them are just selling the dogs outright as they come into their profit with their tax reduction over here. It shows 84% on here for anybody who's watching. That truly is as high as you can go, because there's a wallet loyalty score. And that will get you up into that higher range. So wallet loyalty score, which usually isn't displayed on here, plus that 84% tax reduction. Auto compound drops that tax reduction a lot quicker than linear. Linear produces B&B. I usually bank on this, and eventually what it ends up doing is when I deposit into linear pool or I claim it, it just builds back my B&B and kind of pays for all the gas that I've used for the week and everything, which in my opinion works for me, at least for now. The goal is I'm going to start claiming dogs, and I'm going to start going probably 50%, putting it back into auto compound or linear, and then selling 50%, because I do have quite a few tax vouchers over here. Speaking of tax vouchers, if you are going to sell your dogs, so the play is, if you have a pool that is 84%, which is maximum like this one here, you do want to withdraw it. What that does is it gives you a voucher for this 84%. So this is 15 dogs at 84%. If I were to withdraw this, I would have over here a 15 dog 84% tax reduction. Now I can technically go turn right back around, and that $15 I withdrew, it'll pop up here in my balance, and I can max it and put it right back in again, which is what I've been doing. But once you have that voucher over here, this is where you want to. So say if you do want to sell dogs, let's say you have 5 dogs. If you just got those 5 dogs and you try and sell them, which will be here, it's only 8% tax reduction. So if you try and sell 5 dogs, you're only getting 8%. What you need to do is, let's say you have 5 dogs, you select one of your vouchers. You select this one, 5.54 dogs available at 84%. You come down here and you manually type in, right here. You're going to manually type in whatever you have in your wallet, utilizing that voucher. So you can see that the balance here is 5.54 because I clicked on this voucher. So what ends up happening is you actually get the, oh, look at that, tax reduction. What you end up doing is you end up getting that full tax reduction option over here, if that makes sense. If you were to just sell it outright by selecting the dogs you have in here, you're only going to get that 8%. All right, make sure you use your vouchers. It's interesting to see 76 plus the 8, 484. Anyway, be sure to use your vouchers so that way you get maximum. Make sure you're farming. Make sure you are in pig pen. This is obviously the big one, and this is the one that I keep trying to stake. That's about all I can get into at the moment. I just want to do a quick video just showing you guys that, and I hope you enjoyed it. Spread the word. Like, comment, subscribe. If you got any questions, please feel free to drop them in the video below, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. Loving the price action. Loving Piggy Plinko and the hype it's bringing. Loving Drip Drop Draw, bringing Drip back into the mix. It's obviously not ready yet. We had a video before. It's up to 45 cents, which is good. What I'm hoping for is 50 cents to $1 once Drip Drop Draw comes out. That would be amazing. I'm nowhere near max wallet, but I'm working on it. All right, guys. I appreciate you tuning in. Have a great rest of your afternoon. Bye now.